Namaskar, good evening, hello, and welcome to Clip Talk. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us on this Sunday evening. My name is Samrat Ghosh. I'm your host for the evening. Well, today is Clip Talk 2.8. We have a wonderful guest, and she is just indeed a superwoman and a Wonder Woman. We're going to be talking a lot about her. We get to know a lot about things from her. And today, I promise, is going to be a very, very good evening. This Sunday evening that you've invested for just 1 hour while having your tea and your coffee, we promise you it's not going to be boring. It's going to be absolutely wonderful for you to take away something or the other. This is not a webinar. This is a talk show. This is just a time out from that fatigued webinar when we all are house arrest. Today, we are going to tap into her mind and try to reassess, relive, and recuperate with her life, which she has already lived in the past. We will get to know what exactly her plan is in the future that is just waiting for her in a brighter way. Well, she is a mother of a beautiful daughter named Amaya. We all know her by Amu. She is the global HR head and vice president of Signex Datamatics. She is from XLRI, she is from ISB, HBS, double PhD. She is Forbes India's one of the greatest managers to work with in 2019. She is the top 20 greatest women working manager to be working with Forbes India 2019. And she's already been nominated for the great manager to work with in Forbes 2020. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we present Amuki Ammi, the Satur Mummy, and the superwoman, the super lady, Dr. Ankita Singh. Ankita, I think I have spoken a lot. Before I would kindly request you to, if you just can unmute yourself and go ahead and talk and give a small introduction to the entire audience that we have this evening.
Thank you, Samrat. Thanks so much for inviting me over. Introduction, I think you have covered every single thing. I don't need to add anything more than that. But yes, I mean, amazing show. I have seen few of the episodes with Vikas, Vinay, and yeah, honored and happy to be part of this one. Really, thank you for inviting over.
Thank you so very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we have our previous guests of the show are also our audiences right now. And that's where I think I could resonate what Ankita has mentioned. Thank you so very much for our previous guest to be coming in and all you people out there who are just there with us and going to be spending this 1 hour. So, as we all know that glib, the word glib talk, glib is slippery, glib is easy, glib is often thoughtlessly. It is nothing chai pe charcha, there is nothing chai pe talk, there is nothing table talk or let's talk. It is just about an interview of a great mind and a known face. And when we say a known face, the known face does not have to be a face of a celebrity. A face that is known to everybody, to our friends, our family, our colleagues, our acquaintances, and everyone for that matter. And that's what the show is all about. And we are booked till September end, every Sunday, 5 to 6 in the evening. We have a wonderful WhatsApp group where we have loads of people out there right from the very first show. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and it is our sincere request to all of you if you can just please like those pages and spread the word. It will only help us take it to the next level. And you never know, one day you might will have to take an appointment to get into my show. That's something I like to know. Well, Ankita, thank you so very much. It is a pleasure knowing you for the last 1 week. Right?
Same here.
We have had our multiple discussions for the last 1 week, and you are a wonderful soul. You are definitely a wonderful soul, and I do not call any woman just like a superwoman or a wonder woman. And you truly live by the word that I've just mentioned. So, to start with, Ankita, a little bit about yourself, your journey in life. Where are you from? I know there are a lot of people there in this particular show who already know you, but they all signed up because they do not probably know that part of you, which is going to be unveiled in this particular show. So let us know from where you are, how did you start your career, etc., about your education, little academics, just on a quick note.
Yeah, thank you. I think I can see a lot of people, a few of my team members, few of my family members, and definitely, few from a corporate world. They know a lot of about me already. But yes, I think people think that I'm from Mumbai or Ahmedabad. But yes, I am from Lucknow. And I did my schooling from Missouri and Dehradun. Then I moved to Lucknow. I was there for 3 years. Then I was in Delhi, then did my MBA from Pune. and that's where I started my job as well. So my first job was with Zensar, then I moved to Hexaware, and in between, when I completed my MBA, I got a call from Datamatics, and that's when I moved to Mumbai and joined Datamatics in in their HR team. And since then, I think yeah, this is going to be 16th year. I'll be completing my 16th year in September 2020, and since then I'm with them. So very stable, simple, driven, life.
16 साल एक कंपनी में.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that's probably your comfort zone. I only know how comfortable it is, but yes, it has been an amazing journey, and I still can't think of moving out from this organization for so many reasons. So yes, 16 years and still counting.
Great, great. And just for the audience, to let you know, guys, you are not able to chat right now. You are not going to be unmuting yourself just because this is for the sanity of the show. Please don't feel that we are rude. Don't feel that, it is anything disrespectful to you. We would definitely open it up for the audience for the last 15, 20 minutes where you will have your chances to ask questions to Ankita directly. So please hold on and stay hooked onto this particular show till we go till 6 o'clock. It's already 5:07. Time for the next set of questions, probably. We will have lots of fun. So being an HR, you've been always in HR right from the day one. Did you ever get a feeling that, बहुत हो गया, HR अभी बहुत हो गया, और नहीं हो रहा है. Let me get into people operations, let me get into finance, let me get into admin or operations or anything for that matter. कभी ऐसा thought आया आपके दिमाग में?
Not really. I think once an HR person will always remain that. You are too connected with people and you want to spend time with them. I'm sure Vinay is there on call, and he's the person I know who talks so much about your connect and how good you can be with your people and how important it is. So I think it will remain there as my primary passion throughout. But yes, एक time के बाद ऐसा लगता है that you need to do more. You don't have to replace anything in your life that you love, but definitely you can time little more time you can find little more time for things that you still want to explore. And as rightly pointed out by you, probably that was one reason why I got into admin, IT, RMG, PMO, all these roles, where probably the extension was not just because, or definitely not because HR se bore ho gaye. It was because I wanted to learn new things. And when you spend 16 years in the same organization, when you know people, it becomes really important to know much more about the organization, and so that you can contribute in a much better manner. So to answer your question again, HR se to bore nahi hue, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of HR. I just love being with people and understanding them. But yes, I will not stop exploring. Growth vertically hogi, horizontal hogi, I don't know, but yes, things will keep adding up.
We have Mr. Vinay Trivedi with us, who is the CHRO of ToneTag. We have the HR in my heart, Mr. Vikas Dua. We have our previous guest, Clip Talk 2.7, Mr. Vipul Mathur, the business head of Udan. I mean, I love this particular thing about the show. You know what? एक बार मेरे शो में कोई आ जाता है तो वो ऑडियंस तो बन ही जाता है कभी ना. Thank you so much, all my three previous guests in my show. तहे दिल से आपकी शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ because I think you guys are fantastic so far. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you so much. So with that, having said that, पढ़ाई लिखाई के बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं आपके बारे में. आपने हार्वर्ड बिजनेस स्कूल से पढ़ाई किया है, आपने एक्सेलराई से पढ़ाई किया है, IIM अहमदाबाद, ISB, PDMI और PDBI, what do you call it, PDBI और PDBI, right. आपने डबल PhD कर लिया है, आप एक किताब लिख रहे हो, you are a passionate photographer, you travel solo. I think there are only 2 states are left in your kitty in the country where you have traveled everywhere all by yourself. You are a blogger, you are a mother. कैसे? I mean, इतना पढ़ाई मतलब इतनी खुशी कैसे मिले आपको? किस तरीके से मिले? मतलब हमने वो मतलब एक पढ़ाई कर ली, MBA हो गया, ग्रेजुएट हो गए, बहुत हो गया, मतलब ठीक है, एक्सेलराई, 1 IIM, 1 ISB is fine. You are done with your life. डॉक्टरेट चलो ठीक है, PhD भी कर लिया, डबल PhD क्यों भाई? किस लिए? क्या करोगे इतने पढ़ाई का?
So you read a book and then you get into a habit of reading books. आप हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ अपने interest का उठा रहते हो, and you just don't stop. So probably I think that's the only justification I can give. I never wanted to stop learning, and people say, you like reading books, and I keep telling them that no, I like studying. I love the format where there is some structure to it, where you know that you have deadlines, you have to get back to your session on time, you have to do certain things on time, you are learning something which you can probably implement and you will have to implement. So that has always been push. And I have enjoyed studying. I would not say just reading or just taking a book. Once you are done with that, you take another book. I always wanted to learn more about what I am doing, so probably if at all there is something wrong, I can improve on it. And at the same time, the current trend, obviously we talk to a lot of people who are in the industry and you get to know about certain things. But then you talk about case studies, if you pick a book, you pick HBR, you read it, probably you'll get some idea. But when you do these live courses, when you are part of those groups where people are extensively discussing about a couple of things, it really helps. And like people make their wish list कि इस वीक में मुझे यहाँ जाना है या 2 साल में ये करना है. I think my wish list always had at least एक तो कुछ सीख लो या पढ़ लो in 3 months. And that's how, the moment one was about to get over, I always ensured that I enroll myself for another course, not um, you know not just something that I can do very conveniently as per my schedule at home. So yeah, that's the thing. Or double PhD kuch intention nahi hai. It's not that double PhD karni hai ya so many courses I have to do. It was always the aptness and relevance which pulled me towards those cases, and there was no reason to stop. And when you want to, I think in one of our conversations you mentioned, if you're passionate about something, time bhi mil jata hai, way bhi mil jata hai. So that's the answer. I wanted to do all these things parallelly without disturbing anything in my life, and somehow happily, luckily managed to do it.
Obviously, passion is one thing that drives you. I mean, no matter how tired you are, no matter how crazily you are tied up with, or your eyes are drooping off, you don't even know कि अभी कभी मैं crash हो सकती हूँ या फिर हो सकता हूँ. But still, you find that way out. So my passion is to have this talk show, and no matter how tired I am with my regular work, no matter how crazy the day goes, I still find that time out to have, and I wait for this Sunday 5 to 6 in the evening for wonderful guests like you to talk to and get to know more about you. But वो एक ही passion है मेरा. So your passion is photography also. Your passion is blogging also. Your passion that you're writing a book right now, and you have a sweet little, the most beautiful daughter in your life that you're blessed with. So इतने सारे passions को manage करना, finding your time out. When do you have your me time? How do you find time for your own self?
I think that's I think the entire day is me time because I'm doing something that I love doing. आप पढ़ रहे हो तो भी आप अपने लिए कर रहे हो, so that's your me time. When you're working and you are working passionately, even on your KRA set by your boss, but if at all you love it, that's your me time. So I have always categorized it that way कि आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो जो आपको पसंद नहीं है, it will never be your me time. And if at all you're doing something which you feel is giving you that happiness, is giving you that feeling कि हाँ ये worth है करना, it's your me time. And I think अलग बैठना, अपने बारे में सोचना या अपने लिए कुछ करना, I don't know, but I don't define it as my me time. So पूरा दिन मेरा ही है और जो नहीं करना होता वो नहीं करती हूँ. So I ensure 24 hours are my me time.
क्या आंसर था? दोबारा मैं को रिपीट करना है, रिकॉर्ड कर ले तो ऐसे कन्वर्सेशन रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है.
वो दिख रहा है मुझे रेड डॉट.
Recording
आई होप कि वो बिंदी नहीं है किसी की, रिकॉर्डिंग हो रही है.
Hey, great. That's fantastic answer. And as you rightly said, that's your me time, especially during the pandemic when you're just stuck in the house and your house arrest. Everything is our me time only. But still, so as an HR, do you think you are a senior vice president, you're the global head HR for Signex Datamatics, who has a global footprint, right? You are not only restricted to the country itself, you have global footprint. So being an HR, being in the HR leadership, how do you think that you are encouraging your employees because I'm just talking little serious thing right now. We will come back to the lighter note and the humorous part of the show very soon. How do you, as an HR, how do you guide your people when you probably see somebody is going through anxiety, somebody is going through probably depression? Because we all are social animals. We are used to going out, meeting people in office. We are used to go out on the weekend, probably meet friends or go out for a party, or just take the car out and go for a long drive and just stand there at a at a mandi or at a dhaba, just sit there and eat. And that's how you relax and you stress bust yourself. But when we all are doing this just at home in one way or the other, I have seen a very nice Facebook post about Vinay that he has mentioned that he's living in virtually in Goa, in Taj Exotic. Very, very. I
Yeah.
thought, this time, wo Goa mein kya kar raha hai? Seriously. And he mentioned that, travel doesn't stop. And if you're a traveler, you have to travel virtually.
True.
So, what is your suggestion that you give normally when actually you see the employee is going through a tough time at home? Uh, Even if it is said that when you're working at home, you are probably more productive because time का तो कोई limitation होता नहीं है.
True. True.
ट्रैफिक में आप फंस नहीं सकते हो तो सॉरी बॉस लेट हो गया मीटिंग में. अभी तो नया है कि सॉरी इंटरनेट चला गया, पावर कट हो गया, उप्स, हेलो हेलो, कैन यू सी मी, hear me? So these are the new excuses, right? But as the HR leader, how do you encourage your employees? How do you keep the morale so high? I know you guys do a lot of virtual events and stuff, but that's not it. What is that extra thing that you as an HR that you think you are doing? Or you would suggest there are certain HR persons that we have, or students, or because we have genres on all facets in life. What would be your suggestion that you think?
So I would say, सम्राट, पहले तो आपको वो, आप HR हो या HR head हो या global head HR हो या HR executive हो, वो आपको दिमाग से निकाल देना चाहिए. So you have to be with that person as an individual who is there to just understand what you're going through. So that makes things a lot simpler. जहाँ पे आप समझते हो कि उसको problem क्या है. And a lot of times when you are wearing that HR cap, you start imposing things. हम कुछ events कर रहे हैं, we are getting everybody, we are requesting them to come on virtual platform just to understand, interact, connect. And as you rightly said, वो सब कुछ नहीं होता, and you can't force people because one thing would not help everybody in the same manner. And probably वो उनकी जरूरत ही नहीं है. वो बोलेंगे कि ठीक है, अभी 89 people on the screen, probably 80 out of 89 won't even get to talk. So what's the use? So as an individual, you just have to be human. You need to connect with them. I think care is really important. And when I say care, you should intentionally take that initiative to connect with them as an individual, understand what they are going through, and most importantly, understand what they want from you. Obviously it's easy to say ki HR hata do, but they know, when I call them, they know that Ankita, head HR, she's calling. So what's the reason? Kahin koi aur hi reason to nahi hai because company is not doing well or something of that sort. You just need to tell them that kuch problem hai to batao, I'm here for you. We will figure out a way, we will do something about it. So that's the most basic thing. You just have to tell them that I exist and I exist for you, so don't worry, don't think that you're alone. And as you rightly said, a lot of people were doing so many things which practically is not possible at this point in time. You need to support them in the best possible manner so they can do what they are passionate about. Being an HR, I don't think I can tell them कि travel कर रहे थे तो आप imagine कर लो कि आप वहाँ पे हो, या आप paint कर रहे थे तो नहीं, forget about your family, just start painting. That's practically not possible. But definitely what you can do, you can take care of their teams when they are working. And when we so-called talk about work-life balance or work-life integration, we can definitely educate, we can counsel managers as well as team members that there has to be a balance and it has to be struck well if at all you want that mental peace and you don't want to stress out your employee. So these are few things which I feel that we are doing. And don't overdo anything. हमें लगता है कि नहीं, अभी सब तो इतनी तकलीफ में है कि एक जगह पे बैठ के रो ही रहे हैं और प्रॉब्ली परेशानी है, कोई काम नहीं कर पा रहा है, कोई कुछ नहीं कर पा रहा है. That's not same with everybody. So you need to treat individuals differently and you need to do what they want you to do, not what you want to do for them. So that differentiation has to be very clear, and I think that helps. That really helps if you understand them and be there for them.
वो तो आपके तरफ से हो गया, right? But when you yourself go through such situations, आप कहाँ जाते हो? I mean, touch wood, it
कहाँ जाते हो? You
not
have
happen.
so many friends, you have your family members, so you should never be able to say कि मैं सब अकेले manage कर लेती हूँ, because मुझे तो कुछ problem होती ही नहीं है, होती है, and you should always rely on your friends and family members with whom you can talk, discuss it out, understand what's going on in your life, and that's what I do. I also just call one of my best friend, or my parents. I sit with my mom and I tell her, this is what I'm going through, tell me if at all you were in my situation, what you would have done. And that helps. You need to talk. I mean, if at all you are going through something, अकेले बैठ के in my me time, very difficult to handle. So you need to, uh, as I was telling you, dependent or independent, though different words हैं. Dependent is probably negative. Too independent is again not very great. You have to be interdependently independent. तो ठीक है, independent रहो, पर थोड़ी interdependency भी चाहिए होती है. You need support from people around.
Dependent. Interdependently independent or interdependently dependent? यही प्रॉब्लम होता है.
इंटर हाँ होता तो है. I mean, that's all about human
पहले तो वो मतलब समझ ले कि
beings
इंटरडिपेंडेंट
as in
डिपेंडेंट होना है या इंटरडिपेंडेंटली इंडिपेंडेंट होना है. उसको समझने के बाद उसको लागू करना, उस पे कोई बात नहीं. कोई दिक्कत होगी तो मैं आपसे बात कर लूंगा. बाय द वे.
नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से सम्राट कर लेते हैं. Yeah, it shows your internet connection is unstable.
Is it really?
Is it?
Is it better now? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay. So आगे क्या है अंकिता? What's next?
अभी तो I think you're asking this question to me at the wrong time. किसी को नहीं पता कि परसों क्या है. How do I tell you आगे?
You must have planned something for yourself.
Yeah.
आपने एक लाइफ में एक चीज अचीव कर लिया. आप पढ़ाई भी कर रहे हो अभी, right? You're writing a book also, which is probably going to be coming out in the next 2 years, as you mentioned. But उसके आगे का कुछ प्लानिंग के हिसाब से अपने आप के लिए, पढ़ाई तो चलो आप करते रहोगे because that's your passion, as you mentioned, right? That you like reading, you like gaining that particular knowledge. और आपने एक जिंदगी का एक पार्ट अपने वो हासिल कर लिया है, और आगे भी आप पढ़ते रहोगे, and I'm sure you will keep gaining that knowledge, and not for those degrees to be added in your CV, but that is for your own self knowledge and as an individual perspective. But आगे from a career perspective, कुछ सोचा है आपने कि मुझे ये करना है शायद, because it's been 16 long years that we are with the organization, and as you rightly mentioned, you are not in your comfort zone, because ये जो लोग कहते हैं वो सच में गलत कहते हैं, क्योंकि you kept having those shifts, you kept having new challenges, you kept getting elevated in your role, and that's how you are. So आगे के मतलब be it career, be it your something that you plan for the future, because that is what our poster mentioned when we have actually slide it out.
Right.
One is we are reliving usually unusual, because that is not how everyone knows you. In rest of your webinars and your HR AI sessions, you are different. You are talking about certain things, but this is a pep talk. This is a Sunday glib talk. Let us know some certain plans for your future that you probably plan for. Unless they are so very personal, don't talk about it. But if you have certain things that you probably would like to share with the audience, why don't you?
So, Samrat, I think I'm doing everything in bits and pieces. Probably the next step would be furthermore prioritizing it, because as you mentioned, a lot of us know here that I have a daughter now. She's 1 year old, so things would change. Probably earlier I was doing everything just for myself, and now things will be tuned as per her needs too. So future definitely will hold top 10 things that are part of my passion list, and I would continue doing that, which would definitely include traveling, photography, further education. With respect to my profile or career, I think I have taken care of enabling services. I'm still learning, because obviously IT, which I just started taking care in the last two years or so, I'm still learning those things. So definitely I want to see myself at a level where I'm confidently answerable for whatever is happening in the organization with respect to all these enabling functions. But at the same time, I do not want to restrict myself at support level or enabler level. I want to grow vertically, probably a COO or CEO. Yes, so my move, and I have already started working towards it. And probably that's one benefit when you are part of the same organization for such a long time. You can take those little steps and still keep learning about things without actually being, actually taking that up as a core role. So that's the benefit. We have delivery heads, we have salespeople. You get to interact with them, you get to learn from them. So that's the target. I do not want to restrict myself as a CHRO or HR person only. Would definitely want to grow vertically up. And other things, yes, probably I'll travel more. I will cover those two cities still left, and probably much more um, places, many more places. And I don't know, I think um, there are a lot of things I have not yet started, which is in my list. Like you said, I started writing a book, so there are two books, probably those will be out in a couple of months. Every 3 to 4 months I sit and think, what next, abhi aage kya karna hai ya kya naya karna hai. And same will continue. You will keep, if at all we are connected, you will keep finding those pop-ups ki acha abhi ye kar rahi hai, acha abhi ye kar rahi hai. But yes, core and base and foundation will remain same, but lot of plans for future.
And this is also for our audience's information. If you guys do not know, you should know about this. Ankita is, apart from managing her personal life and her professional life, she manages 35 kids and their education and their food. Uh, I'm sorry, I don't have probably the right words to explain that. What a great and a noble task that you're doing. Can you talk a little more about that? Where did you get this idea? Taking care of 35 kids on and above uh, the other thing that you've done, irrespective of studying, traveling, blogging, writing books, etc. Can you talk more about that initiative? And do you have any future plans to probably liaise with an orphanage or any social NGOs, anything on something on those lines, please?
I'm already connected with a couple of NGOs, Samrat, and so when I started initially, I started with 2 kids, and the only process was that you deposit amount and then you are clueless where they are using it. And then I actually did some study, found out these 3 orphanages where I'm allowed to participate. I know who are those kids, I know their profile, I know where it's used, where they are going. And it's not that they are taking money from 2 people and showing that the same kid is going, and 8 people are probably sponsoring the same kid. So those things are not happening. So initially it was just 2. um, I think on annual basis I literally pumped up the number, and now it's 35. And I am adding couple of numbers, or at least one more every year, and that's what I intend to do. I don't know how much possible it will be. I love traveling, I love mountains, or देखा भी है, सुना भी है, और चाहती भी हूँ that there will be a day when I'll be able to probably open a school somewhere in Manali or in Himalayas, and I'll stay there. I'll write books, and probably Amaya definitely would enjoy that place. And I will start doing directly something for kids instead of probably just donating, which I'm doing at this point in time. But when you meet these kids, and as I when we were discussing it, as I told you, when I applied for adoption and I went to that place, I could see there was just one caretaker and 6 kids. They were just in the room. There was nobody to attend them. When I asked them where do they go, I mean, do they go to school or what about their food? They said yes, there is a kitty which is managed by government, and we somehow manage. So these are few things where you directly get hit that you are living a manageable life, and you are visiting a place on weekly basis, but you're just not able to do much for them. So that's where I decided, and I'm happy that it has reached 35, and hopeful that the number will grow exponentially in coming years. It gives a great peace of mind, and you love the smile of those kids when you visit them. It's a different world altogether.
And also for everyone's information, if you want to know about Ankita's photography as a passion, you can go to singankita.com. It's all one word. You would see her amazing skills on her photography. Ankita, you probably want to write it in the chat, or I can write it, and definitely you guys can visit the website,
Chat
which
is
is
disabled.
fantastic. This is a fantastic website where I have seen it myself, and the photographer, the photography skills, and I don't know whatever. How do you manage those lenses, those big lenses, and manage to take those tripods along with these big backpacks? Oh my god, I love photography, but छोटा सा वो DSLR Canon, 360 degree, and you just do this and this, and you take photograph. You're fine with it. That's just like out of that. अच्छा मुझे भी करना है.
Samrat, if you look at all the photos, you will conclude ये HR photography है, because you will not find mountains, rivers, anything. You will find just faces.
just
इतने portrait photography.
and most of them are all for kids only, right?
Oh,
Primarily all are kids. So
love.
that shows her love, her inflection towards loving kids. Now we would like to know a little more about Amaya. So why don't you talk about the little one that you have, just probably in the next couple of minutes, and tell about you being a mother. And I call you a Santur mother because that's how you are, undoubtedly. So, being a Santur mother, being a successful woman, being a super and a Wonder Woman, motherhood, and being the mother of a beautiful daughter. Her name is Amaya. Why don't you talk a little more about her?
I think she's very little, and to talk very little about her, she's just 1 year old, and she's everything to us. Probably all our actions, all our plans, all our ideas now revolve around her. I know I have my own passion. I know I have my own list, but everything will shift to number two. Whenever it's about Amaya. So probably so probably yes, things have drastically changed, not only for me but for my parents and for everybody around us. A lot of my team members are there on call, and if at all, I mean, chat is disabled. Otherwise, I think for team members, for office guys, yesterday we had this virtual friendship day celebration. Nobody asked, "Ma'am, how are you?" Everybody was like, "How is Amaya? Where is she?" So suddenly you are out of focus, and Amaya is everything people talk about, and she's our lifeline. She's everything to us.
Fantastic. So please don't think bad, guys, because the chat option is disabled for now. We are going to open the chat option very soon, and we're going to let you talk to Ankita directly and ask certain questions. Because this is Glib Talk. The first 40 minutes is our right, where we talk to each other and let you know more about Ankita's life, her journey, her successes. Now, coming back to Ankita's failure stories in life. How many times have you failed in life in different aspects?
I have lost the count probably every day.
You failed every day?
Yeah, I mean, you can't be perfect. Probably you are managing something in the best possible manner, and you are failing somewhere else. So, like, now she is sleeping, and she has to be fed, and I'm here on the call. So yes, I failed there, but I am getting to talk to all of you, and a wonderful session. But yes, there is a failure which has to be counted. I was supposed to be there. So this way, I think I failed every single day somewhere or the other. But yes, compensated later.
And how did you translate the failures probably into your success stories? Or do you think that word or that sentence that said failures are the pillar of success, is it actually true? Did you fail to
Oh,
succeed?
absolutely. I think until unless you fall, वो बोलते हैं ना, जब तक आप गिरोगे नहीं तब तक आपको पता कैसे चलेगा कि आप खड़े हो सकते हो. Also, see, somebody is here. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the beautiful daughter that we were talking, Amaya, and that's Amu.
She is still sleepy. That's my mom.
That's Ankita's mom. Hello, auntie. Namaste. Pranam.
Vijay Bhava. She's saying Vijay Bhava already.
Thank you so very much. We so need the blessings. And look at Amaya. This is the first time ever in our show. We have a beautiful daughter who's just half sleepy still and waving her hand high. She's adorable. She's beautiful. Just give a flying kiss. We love you, baby. Thank you so much. I think that's the best and the main attraction of the show. Uh, even though the audience was getting a little bored, I think that cute little glimpse of Amaya, I think, made the evening even better. Thank you so very much.
I'm sure. Yeah. So we were talking about failures. I think without failures, you don't learn, and without that, you just can't achieve anything in your life. So those are really important.
So since
Failure.
the show is to know a little more about you as a human being, I'm not going to talk much about your personal professional life because people out here, they all know you professionally. You are anyways a star in LinkedIn. You have your posts, they are amazing. So I don't want to talk about professional life that much. Knowing you about personally, how many times have you failed personally in your life? And what aspects are they?
I
But be
sorry,
candid.
I missed the question. You need to repeat that.
I don't know, such questions are always missed by my guests every time. This is really planned. Okay, let me repeat the question.
I learned it from Vipul.
वाह 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 क्या बात है मतलब
That
I
question.
am speechless.
I seriously missed it.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So we're not going to talk about your professional life because everyone knows about you professionally. We're going to talk about a little personal thing about you. How many times have you failed in your personal life and what aspects? Very simple question. Candid answers are expected.
Again, I would say
Diplomatic answer मत देना HR
endless times. नहीं failure का भी कोई क्या diplomatic answer देगा? If हुए हैं. You talk about relationships, you talk about education, you talk about securing good position, you talk about dealing with your parents, you talk about taking care of your daughter. I mean, personally, तो आप ज़्यादा fail होते हो. And I think it's not only me. This is the time where all of us somehow manage our professional lives really well, but personally we fail every day. I don't know, probably others are able to beautifully manage it, but मेरे में तो failures बहुत हैं सम्राट, हर दिन है.
So, and the biggest failure that you probably recall and you will always remember till your last breath, personally.
I that was personally ऐसा तो biggest failure is it's difficult to recollect and
you're trying to tap into your mind and reassess your life. Okay, so that's what the invasion is all about. So
very difficult question. एक ऐसे उठा के बताना तो next to
कुछ भी मतलब, you know, that's something that is vivid in your mind and you will always guide everybody that, you know, you remember our conversation when we spoke over the phone and we had a very candid conversation. And I'm not trying to bring that up out here definitely, but all I'm saying that from a learning perspective and your suggestion perspective that you failed in one of your personal aspects. I am aware of it. I'm lucky enough. Not everyone should be knowing.
I shared so many things with you, so why don't you give a hint which particular case you're talking about? I'll be able to.
I want to hear it from you and for the audience only. जो आपको सवाल देखो बहुत सिंपल सा है. एक बिगेस्ट फेलियर आपके पर्सनल लाइफ में जो हुआ है जिसमें से बाहर निकलने के लिए शायद आपको थोड़ा टाइम लगा है या फिर उसमें से आपको इतनी बड़ी सीख मिली है जिंदगी में वो लेके जाना है सालों सालों तक and you would always remember that in your last breath and you would give that suggestion on that context of your failure to certain people that you meet in your life whom you really care, for whom you are a well-wisher. What is that?
You will not believe me, but I'm still not able to relate to that one failure because I have so many.
Whatever.
I don't know. I think the biggest failure as such, rest is very much retained. Rest, everything is still around me even after failure. A few things that have gone away, and if at all I have to talk about one thing which I was not able to mend was my personal relationship. So that was one thing where probably I don't think I can give any suggestion to anybody or I can give them tips how to handle it well because you don't know what went wrong. But yes, one learning that I have probably picked up from that is you have to take care of yourself. You are answerable for your acts. Tomorrow nobody else would be able to question you why you did this. Probably people may be able to blame you, but people may judge you, but at the end of the day it's you have to live with yourself. So one learning or one takeaway I would suggest is believe in yourself and don't hesitate from doing what you want to do, what you think is right for you. And even though probably it's little hatke, just go ahead with it. Sometimes we start judging ourselves too much. We start thinking कि शायद हम ही गलत है और कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना चाहिए और चीजों को ठीक करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. But there has to be a limit defined to everything, and you have to define that limit for yourself. You have to own it, and then just be happy with it. Start living your life and accept it the way it is.
And what is that crazy thing probably you have ever done which you never planned for, and it just happened very impromptu?
Skydiving.
Actually, you never planned for it, but you just
Never. I never thought. We were just there and we didn't have anything else to do, and we were like, "Hey, kya karte?" And she was like,
कूद जाते हैं,
and
कूद
then
जाते हैं.
suddenly there was a certificate right in front of me जहाँ पे लिखा है कि अगर आपको कुछ हो गया and if you die, you are responsible. We don't take the responsibility. So you have never done it. You don't know swimming. Obviously, this is your first time जहाँ आप सोच रहे हो कि skydive 18,000 की height से, and then just because you don't have anything else and you have drove so far already, so you say yes, you sign that, and so-called 2 ghante ki training, which is, I don't know what it was, how well trained you can say that yes, I am now trained to skydive, and you just do it. अब पता नहीं, मतलब आप फ्लाइट के बाहर जा रहे हो या आपका दिल पहले बाहर जा रहा है, you are clueless, but you end up doing it. So that's the freakiest thing I have ever done, which was unplanned.
And I'm sure you thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh yes, I was just not ready for it, but एक बार हो गया and you realize कि आप अभी भी जिंदा हो, तो yes, that I can say that I enjoyed it.
तो वही वाला जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा वाला पिक्चर जहाँ पे somebody फरहान अख्तर कह रहे कि push me, I will dive. Did you have that kind of a situation because you did not know how to swim, you did not know what to do? I'm just jumping off the plane. All I know, I have a parachute. If it doesn't open at the right time, then I'll have to be a bird only without wings.
Random में होता है कि आपके साथ एक और रहता ही है मेंबर आपके साथ, तो that's the good part. But हाँ, वो एक पुश की जरूरत नहीं होती है क्योंकि once you are right there, आपको पता है कि अब नीचे जाना है तो ऐसे ही जाना है. You have to jump because you have already paid and they will spend 30 minutes convincing you कि नहीं आपको क्यों कूदना चाहिए. Don't worry, don't fear, don't be scared. आपको कूदना ही है. It's better कि आप वो आधे घंटे वहाँ खर्च ना करो क्योंकि वैसे भी आपको ढकेल देंगे. So it's better you just give up and jump.
Thank you so much for letting us know so many things about your life. Probably this was not known to a lot of people who are there in the show as an audience. Now, since with this, considering the best interest of time, we have another 15 to 16 more minutes, and we will open it up for the audience to ask certain questions. But before that, we are there in the very last segment where we play Bujti Vi Aag, not a rapid fire, but a Bujti Vi Aag towards the end. And with that, you have to answer certain questions, which is going to be asked to you very, very impromptu. And for everybody's information, Ankita is a 90 Bollywood lover. 1990s ke unke playlist hai. She has selected songs. She does not listen to any other songs. Whenever she gets time, she just puts on those playlists, be it in her car when she is driving, be it when she is at the house, or whenever Maya is just moving around in the house, she just plays those numbers because she loves 90 songs. तो पहला उससे वो बॉलीवुड वाला सेगमेंट हमारा एक खासियत है, तो बॉलीवुड सेगमेंट में आते हैं. Very funny question. I also got this idea impromptu when I was taking a stroll there in the balcony last night. But before that, there are 3 things which you think the world knows about you, and there are 3 things that you think the world does not know about you. What are those 6 things?
ये बॉलीवुड है?
नहीं, ये उससे पहले वाला पर्सनल वुड है.
3 things the world knows about me. My name.
वाह, क्या जवाब था. अरे कोई मार डालो मुझे. हद है. Come on. No, ऐसा जवाब नहीं चलेगा.
अब क्वेश्चन ऐसा ही है. वर्ल्ड अगर वर्ल्ड पता होता है,
चलो ठीक है.
तो सारे नोन
Your
लोग
name. First thing is your name.
So they know that I am a people person. That's second. And third is I'm passionate about a lot of things. They know it. It's quite visible. I always say that my life in a way is more like an open book. People know what I'm doing probably every single day. So that's known to the world. Few things people don't know.
3 things.
हाँ तो तीन बताया ना, नाम बताया था.
नहीं, 3 things they don't know about you.
The three
You should
things.
tell everyone, right?
Well, why don't you allow them to write in the chat window?
And that way they will ask their question, their audience, my question, my show. I have all the right to ask it.
Right. So, what they don't know about me? They don't know about my personal life. They don't know about Amaya.
They don't know about Maya. They know about it.
They don't. A lot of people
Okay.
they understand that you're a single mother and Amaya is there.
Okay.
So that's one part. And they don't know what I am doing other than my professional life. Few of the things you have already covered, and there are few more things which probably they're still not aware. But yes, there are.
Are you kind of a secretive person? Do you manage that secret and that openness about you very, very balanced?
Not really, but yes, I mean, you just can't keep writing and gifting it to people to read about you. But people whom with you are comfortable, and when anybody, doesn't matter if anybody checks with me on anything about my life, I think I have never said that I don't want to share this with you. I have always been very open. I have always told what I am doing in my personal and professional life. So no, I'm not at all secretive. But yes, I would not even say I'm selective. um, I'm just not open out, or I'm just not there where even if you don't want to know about me, I will still try and narrate my story in front of you.
Never answers. The last thing, what is that one thing that you hate the most?
About myself?
No.
there's so many.
One thing that irritates you, that for that if given a chance you will kill that person.
I think when people judge you for no reason, that's one thing which I really hate. I think we it's high time when we need to learn to respect individual and the way they have selected or the way they have decided to live their life. And when I find that component missing from few people's life, they just want to be sarcastic, they want to judge ye kyun kiya, ye kya bolenge, ya ye aisa kyun soch rahe hain. That really bothers me, and I seriously hate that aspect.
Brilliant. Now, before we move to the Bollywood segment and open up the chat box, we have already opened up the chat box for you to ask certain questions. I will unmute you. Please raise your hand and you can ask your questions directly because we just have another 10 to 15 more minutes to go. Now, before that, the Bollywood question, the very last question. 1990s ke songs aapko bahut pasand hai, but this song is little atke. This song is little kinky kind of a song. आपने वो टिप टिप बरसा पानी सुना गाना? टिप टिप बरसा पानी में जब अक्षय कुमार पहली बार एंट्री मारते हैं, वो डू 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 बोल के एंट्री मारते हैं. वो डू 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 कितने बार गाया था उन्होंने?
44.
44 बार डू 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 बोल के एंट्री नहीं मारा था.
नहीं, पूरे सॉन्ग में और एंट्री मारने के टाइम 8 टाइम्स.
अरे वाह, क्या बात है. How do you know spot on? Is it just a random guess?
No, I know you wouldn't have counted, so that's why.
I counted. It's exactly 8. Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. मतलब shooting in the dark sometimes really hits a bullseye. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That was on a lighter note. Ladies and gentlemen, before you're going to ask certain questions, I have seen certain hands are being raised. The chat option is enabled. If you really want to ask certain questions, you can raise your hand. I will unmute you. But before that, I would like to sincerely request all of you, as I mentioned, Lip Talk is an initiative. My name is Samrat Ghosh. As you know, I'm the host for the evening. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. Please go ahead and like us on those pages and spread the word. It would be really, really helpful. Every Sunday, we have a unique personality coming in. Today, we have Ankita. The next week, we have another wonderful lady who is coming, who is going to be talking about digital marketing, self-branding, online branding, and the WhatsApp group. Please don't leave us from that WhatsApp group because it takes a lot of effort to add somebody, but it takes just nothing next to a second probably to leave that group. So if you can show your support and your kind cooperation by staying in that group, it would be really, really helpful. Now we have certain questions, Ankita, coming up. Vikas is said it's a great thing. Thank you so very much.
Vikas, thank you so much for
Thank you, because you have to drop up at 6, but no issues. Rajiv Narayan.
I'm sorry, before you take these two questions up or three questions, I definitely would want to thank Vikas and Vinay. दोनों ही वी से विक्ट्री वाले लोग हैं, but I think these are two wonderful people I have come across through LinkedIn, through social media, and they are the guys who value people, and which is so very important. So just wanted to thank them. Thanks for joining in.
और मैं कहाँ हूँ?
वी से नहीं स्टार्ट हुआ ना नाम, सम्राट एस से भी तो
एस वी तो बाद में आता है ना, एस तो पहले आता है.
तो आप तो हमारे करता धरता हो.
अरे
You
चरण कहाँ है? चरण धूल धूल.
No, but I told you, I'm sure you are more like a friend to everybody you interacted with, Samrat. I had more candid conversation with you on phone than I had here. You are completely a different person. The level of comfort you can bring in is just commendable. So जितना बोलो उतना कम. अभी पर क्या फर्क पड़ेगा अभी फूल के, if you just go out of the screen and then we'll not be able to see you, so it's better I just
can't manage it anymore. Okay, we have our first guest coming in, because I know you have dropped by 6 o'clock. You were the next one who's going to be unmuting yourself. We have Rajiv Narayan. He has raised his question. For Rajiv, you have unmuted yourself. Please go ahead and ask your question to Ankita very shortly and crisply, because we have to give the chance to everybody. Thank you.
Hi, Ankita. Lovely to see you here on this talk. I'm so happy to be here. So nice to know. Before I ask the question, I could completely relate to the skydiving that I had experience in Dubai. It's an amazing experience with the tandem guy. So I could relate what you would have gone through, but it's an amazing experience. But lovely knowing you. My question is very simple. Over the years, something that has put me off is people always look at HR as a convenient punching bag. One, and I've also had people saying, "Acha, HR का काम तो कोई भी कर लेगा, कल सम्राट भी कर लेंगे, कोई और भी कर लेंगे."
Right.
How do you become that HR, which is not the easy job that anybody can do, and how do you not be the punching bag?
Sure, very, very valid question, Rajiv. And first of all, thanks for joining in. So I think HR is a difficult job. लोग बोलते हैं कि HR का job कोई भी कर सकता है, because that's how initially we started. Printing papers, rolling out offer letters. काम ही ऐसा था कि जो कोई भी कर सकता है, और वो काम आज हम खुद भी बोलते हैं that any machine can do. And that's how we get into that phase where we talk about people will be replaced by machines. So वो काम एक ऐसा है जो कोई भी कर सकता है. When people like Vinay and a lot of other guys, even you, when we spoke, when we start giving importance to people, when we start treating them as individuals, वो HR factor हट जाता है. And probably that's when they understand that you are there to be with them, to help them whenever you are needed. And we also follow that in our organization. We just tell them एक hygiene factor है, that's basic. You have to take care of that. उसके अलावा आप ऊपर से कितना भी कर लो, अगर आप वो नहीं करते हो, people will never respect you. But if you take care of those basic things, and still you are there to just hear them out, understand what they are going through, help them when they are talking about their promotion, when they are talking about the biasness that can be seen in the team or team bonding, it helps. They know, probably we also know that we will not be able to find an immediate solution for the problem they are facing, but you tell them that yes, I'm here to hear you out, I'm here to take it up with the concerned person, and I will do whatever best as possible. So जो दिखता है वो लोग मानते हैं. So you have to show the genuinity of the profile, and nobody is that illogical or sarcastic that they would see that you are working for them actually as an enabler, and still they would call you that आप कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हो, या जो भी गलत हो रहा है सिस्टम में वो आपकी वजह से हो रहा है. So I think communication is really important when you clearly tell them what you're up to, what you want to do, and how you want to address their issues. And second, you just have to deal with them as human beings, not as HR and employees. That really helps. At least we are fortunate enough. Last 4 years, I was telling Samrat that we got certified as Great Places to Work, which is an anonymous survey given by employees. And whenever we do HR, employee satisfaction survey, we have always received a rating of 4.5 and 5. I think it's just because
Lovely.
we are part of the team. We never tell them that we are HR people. We changed our name also from HR to We Care Group. So yeah, that helps.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show, and please do stay
Absolutely.
tuned in till the last minute. It will be a real pleasure. Thank you so much for the question. We have Nalini. Nalini, you want to go and ask your question? I have unmuted you.
Yep. Hi, Ankita. This is Nalini. I hope you remember me.
Oh yes, hi.
Little louder, Nalini. Sorry, not
Can you hear me now?
better. Yes.
So I've known Ankita since the day
Now I can't hear you.
Datamatics, and it was wonderful listening to you, Ankita. I just wanted to thank you for this wonderful session. You have always been my mentor, and I have always seen your journey from the day you started there and where you are today. So I just like to thank you, and I know you spread magic wherever you go. So thank you.
Nalini, thanks so much. So, Samrat, Nalini, when I started my journey with Datamatics as a unit HR, when I was taking care of employee engagement, Nalini was part of my unit. And we used to do a lot of engagement activities, but I think it was way back, 14 years or so. So, so happy. And Samrat, I think I have to thank you. I don't remember being in touch with Nalini for so long, and it actually brings a smile on my face to see this name right in front of me. And thanks, Nalini, for joining in. Thank you so much.
This is what the show Endeavor is all about, where we get to people, get from all aspects, and sometimes you do not even expect certain people to be coming and asking you questions, and it happened in all of with our previous guests. So
Right.
thank you so much, Nalini, for joining us and asking question. I think it was great connecting. Now you guys will start talking to each other, probably. Hey, are we talking about?
Facebook पे चलते
Thank you so much.
Great. With this, we will take the very last question because we have 2 more minutes left. We have Vishwa who wanted to ask a question. Vishwa, do you want to ask your question? I have unmuted you.
Thank you very much, Samrat. The session, Samrat, Ankita, was very informative, at the same time very inspiring. So thank you for taking the time and sharing it and sort of enabling it. Ankita, the question that I had, would you be happy to share the topics of the books that you're writing, or what's that about at a high level, if there's something you would like to share at this time?
Sure. So one is Lead the Leader, which talks about how team members lead their leader. It's not always that leaders lead the team. So how they enable their leaders to reach the level or get the goal they have set for the entire team. So, sometimes we get busy in just handling team issues or probably telling them how things should be done in the right manner. But when team takes up that charge and they realize that if we start doing things in the best possible manner, we do not get into that micromanagement, which mostly is an assumption that leaders, they do it, how they enable the leader to grow at a faster pace, which in terms helps the team as well. So they all grow in a much faster manner when leader is led by the team, not only that team is led by the leader. So that's the first book. The second book is what to do when you can't say no. So I have read a lot about this topic, where they say that just say no when you want to say no, or don't say yes when you don't want to say yes. But it's definitely not that simple. So if my boss would tell me that I want this thing to be submitted by tomorrow, or I want you to do this particular thing in this fashion, which probably I'm not okay with, but there's no other option. You can't say, at least you can't say no right on his face. So how you manage those situations where when you want to say no, but you can't say no, and still you have to exist, I would not say in the good books, but you have to exist in the system, and you have to handle that situation where you still get a better platform, a better way of handling that situation. So which are the tips? If at all you can't say no, what you should be doing, how you should be handling that situation. So there are short stories about how people actually came out of such situations by HR leaders. There, those are included. And at the same time, there are few tips that when you can't say, when you don't want to say no and you can't say yes, how do you handle it?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Great. With this, ladies and gentlemen, with the best interest of time, we just short up by 1 more minute, and but that's okay. It's worth spending that extra minute. Before we say goodbye to each other, my sincere request to all of you: please stay safe, please stay home, please take proper precautions, and just do not travel anywhere just for the heck of traveling. गोलगप्पे और पराठा वगैरह जो भी आपको खाना है, थोड़ा घर में खाइए फिलहाल के लिए, because the way the numbers are exponentially increasing every day, this is apparently creating a lot of hassle. So please stay home, take care of your family, take care of yourself. Before we say goodbye to each other, Ankita, your parting note, a few good words about Glip Talk as an initiative, and to the entire audience who have been so patient, stayed with us for the last 1 hour.
I think Glip Talk is something which is very different. So, you know, we've been part of webinars, and those are where we talk about subjects, our expertise, our topics that people want to hear. This is completely different. I think I told you that you made me relive all 38, 40 years of my life. And that's the beauty of this talk show, because you know, the moment you send that mail that you will be featuring or you will be coming online next Sunday, we start thinking about all those things that have happened in our life. And that's beautiful. And the way you conduct, the way you connect with people, Samrat, not only on the day of event but much before that, it's very different and so much needed to get that comfort, understanding, and more than a host, you become a friend. That's really, really nice. So I'm sure this is going to go a long way, and it's already amazing, and you will probably be to the farthest level very soon. So all the best for starting something which is so different, so beautiful.
Thank you so very much. It means a lot. You made my evening. You made my rest of the month. And coming it from you, trust me, it means really, really a lot. Ankita, I must say that I have interacted with many guests, and as rightly mentioned, I probably could, establish that connect with them, and that's how Vikas is here. That's how Vinay was here. That's how Mr. Vipul Mathur was there. They are all my previous guests in Glip Talk 2.1, 2.6, 2.7, and now it's 2.8 with you. We have Glip Talk 2.9 coming the next Sunday. We have Glip Talk 2.10, not 10, it will be Glip Talk 3.0 for the first time. And it's my sincere gratitude, it's my sincere thanks, heartfelt thanks to you, that you've been such a wonderful human. You are just not an HR, and you have not become what you have become today by being artificial. You have become what you have become just because you are genuine, and you are a wonderful soul and a wonderful human being. It's a pleasure to be getting in touch with you. It's a pleasure to stay connected with you. Be always like this, and we wish you all the very best कि आप दुनिया के उस मुकाम पे जाओ जहाँ पे शायद आपको कोई छू ना पाए. All our best wishes are with you.
Thank you.
Do well in life. Give lots of love to Maya, and we will stay in touch.
Thanks everybody for joining in. All my team members, Vinay, Vikas, Rajiv, everybody, Nalini, Vishwa. I can see a few of my team members, Vani, Shyam. Thank you so much. And Samrat, at the end, thank you so much. I think you gave a wonderful evening to me for such a long time, or probably forever. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much. With this, we say sayonara, take care. We all will see you next week, next Sunday at the same time with a different face and different life and a different journey. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.